All right, hello, good morning. It is Thursday, November 12th, and today's assignment on your Canvas is looking at a summative review of everything that we have talked about for the past 2 weeks, and especially this week. The first problem we see here, we have a model. Remember, it's very important here to look at that key right here. The key is very important. So as we can see here, we have a rectangle equals X, a small unit equals 1. Okay, so on my balance beam here, because that's what equations are, we're balancing them, right? So this right here, we have when we put an equals mark. So for that one, we have rectangle equals X. So we have 1, 2. So that's going to be 2X. Okay, then we have, and let me undo that, make it a little bit better here. So 2X is going to equal, remember our small unit is 1, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 2X equals 12. Now we got to make sure if it's wanting us to either solve it or if it's just wanting us to match the equation. And as you see here, it says which equation below matches the model. So you're not actually solving it, you're just matching the equation that's represented up here. So again, for these models, please look at your key. The key is very important in making sure you get that answer correct. Okay. All right, the next one we have 7z equals 49. So this one's wanting us to solve it. So 7z equals 49. Okay. Now remember with these, when you have a coefficient like 7 here, 7 is your coefficient. It's telling me I am multiplying that variable by that many times. So whatever this variable is, it's going to be multiplied by 7. So what we have to do is the inverse of this, and we have to divide each side by 7. Okay. Make sure you draw your line, just kind of separates everything. So then Z is going to equal 49 divided by 7 for this problem here. Okay. Next one, we have Z plus 15 equals negative 30. Okay. So for this one here, we see that we are adding 15. So whatever my variable is right here, which we are solving for that Z, we are adding 15. So the opposite or the inverse of adding 15 will obviously be to subtract 15 from both sides. Remember to draw your line, and draw this, and then we are going to subtract 15. Okay. Bring down my variable. So Z is going to equal negative 30 minus 15. Remember, when we are subtracting integers, we can use the KFC model, okay? And remember, all that means is that we're going to keep this first number the same, flip the operation, and then change the second number. So keep that first number 30, flip the subtraction to addition, and then change this positive 15 to a negative 15. Okay. Just like that. Now, if you can see, I did put a parentheses around that so we wouldn't get confused with the operation and the negative. So now, since it is adding integers, we can say same sign add, different sign subtract. Now, these are the same sign, so we're actually going to add those two. And since they are the same sign, also, we're going to keep that negative sign. Okay. All right, this one here, we have y divided by 6 equals 12. Okay. Now remember, when you get to these problems here, this is a division problem. Remember, our division symbol looks like this. So as you can tell, that's exactly what this is representing here. So what we have to do is we're going to have to multiply the denominator. So we times that by 6, and we times this by 6. Okay. So again, Whenever you get a division problem like this, you always multiply the denominator on both sides. So they're going to cancel out here. You would draw your line, and then y is going to equal what 12 times 6 is. All right. Okay. We're going to look at this one here, especially. This is a negative number. Negative 18 equals 2y. Okay. So you see here we have a coefficient 2. This is telling me I'm going 2 times whatever that variable is. So I'm going to do the opposite and divide both sides by 2. So they cancel out. They cancel out. Remember, draw my divider here. Draw my line. So y is going to equal negative 18 divided by 2. Remember, when we're multiplying or we are dividing integers, we can draw our Mickey Mouse. And this will help me to determine, oh yeah, some big old ears on there. So we can determine what my symbol is going to be once I divide. So I am dividing a negative by a positive. So I cancel those out. And I'm left with a negative. Okay. So 18 divided by 2 is 9. And then, of course, I'm left with the negative symbol. So I put that as my negative 9. Okay. All right. So this one here, you see that it's adding 17. So we would subtract 17 from both sides. Again, here's your division. So 14 equals x divided by 8. So you would multiply by 8 on both sides. This one here is matching the vocabulary. So for this one, you would put from these options here, term, equation, expression, or variable. So if it's, we know that this number in front of this variable here is a coefficient. But when we put together 3z, we know that is a part of the equation. Remember what I said, a part is 4 letters, just like term is 4 letters. This one here, 9x plus 8. Remember that has no equal sign. So if it has no equal sign, remember an equation has an equal sign, but an expression does not. This one here is a letter. It is representing an unknown amount. That's what we're solving for. So again, that is your variable. Then we have 10 equals 5 plus x. So we have both sides and we have an equal mark. So we know that is our full mathematical sentence. So that is our equation. All right. And again, you have a model. Make sure you look at your key. And again, another model. Looking at your key. It's very important to look at your key on this. Now, what's important with this one tells you to build the actual equation. This one tells you to solve it. So remember, variable is the triangles, or excuse me, the variable is the circle. The units, which is positive, is the triangles. So this would be something that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And this is your letter P. So P plus, in addition, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So be careful with that. Just don't put, 4x or 4P. It is P plus 4 individual units. Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you watching. Thanks.